Now here at IMD, we have lots of executives coming through every year, and a couple of years ago, they were asking us, what is this digital thing? Is there anything we need to be concerned about? And so we would tell them about that, but now, today, those questions have changed completely. They know what digital is, or at least they think they know. What they're really concerned about is what to do about it. So really, this whole course is about the how of digital business transformation. Now, we asked these organizations, what are you doing today about these threats or opportunities? And the responses that we received shocked us. We found that 43%, just a little under half, were either not doing anything at all or were responding inappropriately. About a third of them were just following what everybody else was doing. And only a quarter of companies that we surveyed were actively managing digital disruption. And beyond that, more than half of the executives, more than half of the top management teams did not have a strategy to deal with digital. One more thing I want to share with you from this survey data, which is quite interesting, was the relationship between startups on the one hand and incumbents on the other. Now, startups and incumbents have always had kind of an uneasy relationship. There are strong points and weak points on both sides. For example, startups are typically very good at innovating, they're quite agile, they're willing to experiment and take risks. But incumbents also had strengths. They had strong access to capital, very powerful brands they developed over many, many years, and large customer bases. So what's changed today? Well, what we see is that startups are very quickly acquiring the benefits that incumbents traditionally had. Startups are getting access to capital. There's a huge venture capital community now. You've probably heard of unicorns, private companies that are worth $1 billion or more. 5 years ago, there were just a handful. Today, there's more than 150 of them. So access to capital is becoming easier and easier for startups. They're also building brands much more quickly than they have in the past. How many of you had heard of WeChat 2 years ago, Snapchat 3 years ago? And they're getting access to customers at a very, very fast rate. 10 million, 100 million, 500 million customers in a very, very short period of time. Now, unfortunately, all this is bad news for incumbents because they're not necessarily becoming more innovative or agile or better at experimenting.